Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is Green River 2019 episode number 10. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got a little bit of a busy day ahead of us. We've got some news on the animals. We're going to be recycling through the inventory in our little farm here and selling some stuff. But first, let's have a look at the chickens. We've got 60 chickens now. I think we had 54 in the last episode. Now we're up to 60. And the good news is the egg production has taken off a little bit with the purchase of the free Cornish cross chickens. And these ones seem to be producing eggs a lot more than the Rhode Island Reds. So we were a little bit stuck before with the Rhode Island Red chickens not really producing a whole lot of eggs. It was like one or two a day, which was sort of a sad and pathetic amount of eggs when you think about it, considering the amount of chickens we have. But the Cornish crosses, with that addition of those free chickens, have given us quite a little bit of eggs, and they're also worth a little bit of money now too. If we have a look here at the chicken menu, you can see that our Rhode Island Reds are sometimes 1, 2, and 3. There's a couple there that are $4. But we go down to the Cornish crosses, which we paid $0 for. They're now worth $6 each. So the older they get and the fatter they get, the more they're worth. So this is like free money. But right now, we've only got about 30, I think, that are Cornish crosses. So it's not really worth selling them for a measly $180. That really won't work out. There's some here that are $4, you can see, and there's some brand new chickens as well. So we're going to keep the chickens for now. You can see here that our egg pallets are loading up. Our egg boxes are loading into the pallets here that are strategically placed on the trailer over top of the egg collection bin. So if you don't use this egg collecting mod and you're constantly hand bombing your eggs into the pickup truck, then I don't know, it's just easier to do it this way. All right, let's go have a look at the pigs. We've got some exciting news with the pigs, folks. Let's go have a look at our pigs. Look, they're eating the food. The pigs are finally eating. Maybe it's the time of year they don't eat all year except for now. They just started going through the corn. So once they go through the corn, they'll hit the wheat and barley, and then they'll go through the soybeans, canola, and sunflowers, which is the pig food mixed in. I would like to see maybe an update to the pig enclosures that come with the Seasons mod. So when you feed them just plain old pig food, it actually lists pig food in the food category here instead of corn, wheat, barley, soybeans, canola, and sunflowers. I can't see them picking through the pig food and only eating the corn, but maybe that's what they're doing. Who knows? So we've got, let me see here, we've got quite a few little piglets and quite a few pregnant sows in our stable here, or a little pen. So we're just going to keep breeding pigs. We're going to keep breeding pigs, and once these, the free spotted males get to a certain age and weight, we're going to sell those because they are the free ones. So we only bought the female pigs, and they've given birth to male pigs. So they're taking on the same role as the sheep did with the immaculate conception way of doing things. And with all females in the pen, they've somehow managed to get pregnant. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but either way, the male pigs are the free ones. And then what we'll do is day by day or month by month, we'll check their age. And once they reach, let's say, 2 years of age, we'll start selling them. Or when the price of the stock gets to be more than what we paid for them, that would make sense to sell them. It doesn't make sense to sell them at a loss. So the only way to find out is to keep them around, and then we will make the decision on whether or not to sell them at that point. So the same thing with our sheep. Where's the sheep? There we go. The sheep are doing good. They're at a good weight. They're at a good health. And we've got some more pregnant sheep. We're up to 60 sheep now. So at any point in time, every day there's new sheep being born. And let me see, are there any males? Any male merinos in the mix? I didn't see any. I think we've got maybe some male Suffolks. Do we have any male Suffolks? No. Any male merinos? Let's keep going down the list here. Nope. No male Suffolks or no male merinos. So we're going to have to do this by age as well. So when the sheep reach a certain age, I'm not sure at what age they stop producing wool or if they do stop producing wool at all. But either way, we want to sell them before they die. That just makes sense. We'll just unload that problem onto someone else. Let's zip on back here real quick. Oh, God, I love this run button. Let's go check on the cows. We have not gotten any more cows yet. Not enough time has elapsed. So once enough time has gone by, the Holsteins, I think, yeah, so we've got some Holsteins that are pregnant and then some Ayrshires that are pregnant as well. Now, the gestation period for cows is 9 months, so technically that is 9 season days. When you're playing 3-day seasons, each day in the game is 1 month approximately. So in about 3 to 7 months, we're going to start seeing some calves be born, or 3 to 7 game days. So in 3 to 7 episodes, you will see some more cows being born unless we go and buy some. But I don't think we're going to do that now. We're just going to let them be fruitful and multiply on their own. And then if we do end up buying more cows, it will be the Holsteins because we are looking for primarily milk production. The manure really isn't all that profitable. It's a part of the game, and it's what cows do. Cows poop, you pick it up, you sell it. You can't get around that. But the primary output is milk at this point, and then once the Ayrshires get to a certain age, we'll sell them for beef. But again, we have to wait until the price of our current Ayrshires exceeds the price of what we paid for them. Otherwise, it's just not wise to sell animals at a loss. All right, so we've got some basic farm maintenance to perform here. So why don't we start that off? So we've already done most of the animal upkeep to 100%. We've got to refill the pig food, and then we've got to refill the water on some or all of the troughs, I think. Yeah, so we're going to do that while we are feeding the pigs and loading up the water tank. Have a look at the bottom right-hand corner of the video, folks. You'll see the little red subscribe button there. If you have not clicked that already, I sure would appreciate you clicking that subscribe button. And then once you're done that, like and share all of my videos as well, or not all of them, as you watch them. Like and share them as you watch them. And then once you're done that, ring that notification bell for me so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything. We are making some schedule changes. Mondays is Greenwich Valley. Tuesdays, obviously, you're watching Green River 2019. Westbridge Hills Wednesdays is next. And then our new series, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's going to be a surprise. On Thursdays, we've created an all John Deere farm. We ran a little bit of a poll on Twitter, and you, the viewers, have spoken, and you would like to see an all John Deere farm as opposed to Fendt, New Holland, and I can't remember what the other choice was, but it doesn't matter because John Deere won with 46% of the votes. So stay tuned for the surprise map reveal on Thursdays, and then Fridays, stranded in the woods with Rogue River Logging, starting with nothing but a pickup truck and a chainsaw and $40 in our pocket, actually 38 to be specific. That's all we have, so watch out for that episode on Fridays. And then let me see what else is there. Yes, come and follow us on all of our social media platforms. As I mentioned, we are on Twitter. We also have Facebook, Patreon, Discord. Join our Discord server. You'll meet a lovely, friendly bunch of gentlemen and ladies all ready to chat and help you out with anything that you need. So you can join our Discord server. The link is in the description of the video. And then last but not least, check out the featured channel section of my YouTube channel. You'll see 3 very good up-and-coming YouTubers there, Mr. Crazy Simulator, Carl Johnson Gaming, and Mr. Deuce MS. Head on over to all 3 of those channels, subscribe to those folks, like and share their videos, and hit their notification bells as well, because you don't want to miss anything coming from those 3 gentlemen there. All right, I think all the water is now full. The pigs are fed. We've replenished the corn from the pig food. That's good. I'm glad they finally started eating, although they were gaining weight pretty quickly, and I wasn't sure how. But maybe it was just the time of the year. Maybe pigs don't eat in the spring and summer, and we had to wait until late autumn for them to start packing it on. So that's good. All right, so what I mentioned earlier, we're going to be recycling through our inventory in the farm as well. We're going to be selling some equipment that we don't actually need, and we're going to make a purchase, but I'm going to not spoil that surprise either. So we're going to be getting rid of, here we go, the seeder is going to go because we don't have any fields to seed. So we're going to get rid of that. And then what's next? We're going to get rid of, where did it go? The tedder. We don't need a tedder because we figured out through trial and error that grass will actually dry into hay on its own in about a month. So we don't need that. And then one of these loading wagons, as well as the windrower, that is going as well. We don't need that stuff. So that's going to be quite a bit of money in our pocket. So let's head on over to the shop now and get rid of this stuff, because I've already moved it over to the shop so that I can show you where it is. And if you have not sold anything at the shop or you're new to the game, do a quick little tutorial on how to sell your unused equipment at the shop. So we'll just head on over there really quick, just a quick drive across the grass and across the bridge. And then the shop is right at the end of this road on our right. All right. Yes, so we're going to be selling these 4 pieces of equipment, and we're going to buy one that is actually going to benefit us on an all-animal farm instead of any farming implementation that is needed for crops and things. So here's the seeder, the empty loading wagon, the windrower, and the tedder. So all we're going to do is drive this equipment into the designated square right here in front of the shop, just like so. Just move your tractor out of the square so you don't accidentally sell that. And then you just go onto the button and click the button to sell your equipment. Or you can sell it right from the inventory menu. You don't have to do all of this, but for tutorial sake, for those of you who are brand new to the game, this is actually how you sell equipment that you don't need. You just bring it back to the shop and get rid of it. So you can see that tedder was worth $25,000. That's 25 grand in our pocket. Let's get rid of the windrower. We don't need that because our mower, the rear mower attachment, is actually a windrower. So there we go, $58,000 more. We're up to $211,000 now. All right, let's grab the loading wagon. We'll get rid of that bad boy. I figure we'll do fine with just one loading wagon. We don't need to have one empty on the lot all the time. We can just use the one for the horses with the hay in it, and then put the hay back in the silo once we're done. And then same thing with the grass. Lather, rinse, repeat, fill it up, feed the animals, and then put the grass back in the silo. So we really only need the one. All right, so that was worth quite a bit of money, $160,000, $132,000 for the loading wagon. That's great. All right, and then lastly but not least, the seeder with a little bit of grass seed left in it from our initial plant of the grass field. We no longer require the seeder because we don't have to replant grass. It just keeps coming back. All right, 96,000 for the cedar. Perfect. We're up to $441,000. Life is about to get a little bit easier, folks. And for the surprise piece of equipment, we are purchasing animal transports. Yes, we are finally breaking down and going to not pay the animal transport fee every time we buy animals anymore. So we're going to purchase the Wilson Silver Car animal trailer, and we'll just attach it to our semi truck, and we can fit quite a bit of animals in here. Quite a bit, and it is fancy looking. It's very silvery and shiny. All right, so we're going to pick that up, and you'll see it right there. Now all we have to do is drive back to the farm, swap the tractor for the semi-truck, and come and get our little, or our ratherly large trailer. And all right, here we are, back with the semi-truck. This trailer's huge. I already forget how many cows, sheep, and pigs this holds, but it is quite a bit. So if we're going to look at mass selling a bunch of pigs or mass selling a bunch of cows or sheep, the trailer is really the way to go, so that you don't have to pay that import-export fee. All you have to do is drive to the animal dealer, and then you'll see exactly what I mean. So we'll do a little bit of a test with the animal trailer right now. We'll load up 10 pigs, and we'll bring them to the animal dealer, and we'll sell them. And it doesn't really matter because we'll have 10 more pigs in a couple of days anyway with the new piglets. So just for tutorial sake, we'll show you exactly how to use the animal trailer. It is very, very simple, very, very easy. And it just gets around paying the animal transport fee, because you have to pay a fee for every animal. And if you're ordering 20 or 30 animals or selling 20 or 30 animals, it can be quite expensive. And you could put that money to better use by simply buying a trailer and transporting the animals yourself. So really all you do is you drive the trailer over to the animal dialog box. So on the pigs, it's right here, and then you'll see the open animal dialog box appear. The open animal dialog trigger will appear once you get close enough to it. You don't actually have to get out and stand in the box like you usually do. There you go. So you can see the animal dialog trigger there is opened. So we will just move 10 pigs into the trailer. Just figure out which 10 pigs we want to sell. Maybe we'll get some expensive ones. We'll cycle some of the old stock out maybe. What do we do here? Or do we just pick 10 random ones? There we go. So we'll take 10 $189 piglets. So those are the new ones that we didn't pay for anyway. And then you can see them all in the trailer there through the little holes. Don't stick your fingers in those holes, kids. Pigs are hungry all the time. You don't want to lose the thumb. All right, so then we're just going to drive to the animal dealer. You can see it on the right-hand side of the map there, right beside field number 13 and above 16. So all you have to do is drive your aminals to the aminal dealer. Aminals. And then same thing, you just drive through the animal dialog box, hit the trigger, and then unload your animals. And then you'll sell all your animals without paying the transport fee. This is a fantastically huge trailer. All right, let's, so should we have turned back there? I think we should have turned back there. Let's go up here. We don't really have a lot of room to turn this thing around anyway. Let's see, where are we going on the map? I think we're taking the next right. No, the next left. We're going to take this left through the dirt road. And we'll take the little shortcut instead of going all the way around. There we go. Perfect. This is hard to drive with all these trees. Let's switch to in-cab. There we go. That's a little better. Those mirrors on the hood are very handy. although we can't really see what's behind us anyways. It doesn't matter. We've got traffic turned off. Traffic doesn't drive down these dirt roads anyway. All right, so I think we're going to take this right turn here out to the road. Yeah, and the animal dealer is right there. There we go. We are coming up to it. All right, left out of the dirt road, or no, right? Is it right? Yeah, it's up here. It's right by that red and white radio tower there. That's where we're going to go. Well, not by it, but we're going to pass it. We're going to pass the animal dealer. There we go. There it is right there on our left. So it's really easy. You just drive your animal transport into the animal dealer. And wherever the trigger box is right here in front, maybe it's the next one. There's another one here. There we go. So you open the animal dialogue and then move your pigs out. There we go. So we've now hit confirm, and then we've sold our pigs, and there's 1,800 bucks back in our pocket for 10 pigs sold. And that's how you sell animals with an animal transport. And you can repeat this process for cows and sheep as well. Chickens, I think you need a different type of animal transport. Chickens will not go into this big trailer. You need a separate one for chickens. So we'll look at doing that possibly next episode. Right now we haven't really had to buy any chickens because they've been reproducing so fast that it's just better to let them reproduce. We don't have to spend any money. Although the Cornish crosses seem to be the egg producers, so we may want to look at just selling all of the Rhode Island Reds, possibly next episode, and then purchasing a whole bunch of Cornish crosses because they're free. And that would just make good sense. So we can purchase a whole bunch, wait a couple of days, sell them for $6, and then, yeah, free money. Whether they're producing eggs or not, they're free chickens. So that would be just a very good business. Oh, what did I hit? A pole. That'd be a very good business as well if you can get a very, very large chicken pen. Let's say a modded one that holds like 500 chickens, and you get 500 free chickens and then sell them for $6 a piece. That's $3,000. And you can do that every day. Or until they reach $6 anyway. But let's wait and see how much those Cornish crosses can get to before we make the decision to sell them. So more money if you wait, if they become a higher value, obviously. All right, where are we going? I think there we go. There's our farm right there. Here we go. So we'll just park the animal trailer right here beside the pig pen because we're not going to be needing it for a little bit of time, but it's always good to have equipment on hand that you do plan on using, and then we'll get to that later. All right, so we're going to park the semi back over here by the water tank, and one thing I did notice about the pigs after I noticed that they were eating a lot of food was that they were going through a lot of straw. So we're going to need some more straw bales. I'm thinking if the pigs keep multiplying and the straw consumption continues to grow, we're going to need more bales. So we're going to use some of this free money from the equipment sale to go and buy some more bales because I think we've only got about 10 left, and the pigs went through 4 bales in one day. So pigs and cows went through 4 bales of hay, or straw, sorry, 4 bales of straw in one day. So we're going to have to fix that. So if we're not farming, like if we're not harvesting wheat and creating a straw swath to bale the straw, then we've got to keep purchasing our bales. So at this point, the horse income from the livery stable is actually paying for the bales. So the bales aren't really costing us money because we get about $11,000 each day from the horses alone. So the income from the horses pay for the hay, or straw. I keep saying hay. The income from the horses pays for the straw. So they don't really cost anything, and we got about $6,000 left over after we buy $4,000 worth of straw bales. So we're going to put the bale forks on. I don't see us needing it, but just in case we spill something somewhere, even with the auto load trailer, we're going to have to clean it up. So let's just attach the bale spikes. There we go. Let's get this trailer in here. First, we've got to organize this stack of bales because they are sort of getting all cattywampus. Yes, cattywampus is a word. It means out of sorts. It just sounds fun. It's fun to say cattywampus. So there we go. We've picked up all of those bales. We're just going to unload them now into a nice neat pile, and then we'll go to the shop and buy 16 more bales of straw. Let's just figure out a good way, a good spot to put this in. It's hard to maneuver inside this shed, but this is where we've got to put the bales so that they don't diminish in capacity. Because if you put your bales outside, they lose a little bit of their luster, I guess. They lose their weight. The straw deteriorates, and your 4,000-pound bales quickly become 3,000-pound bales in a couple of days if you don't house them in a shed or something to keep them out of the elements. All right, so that's all neatly stacked. Let's head on over to the shop with the bale trailer, and we'll auto load 16 more bales of straw, and we'll stick them in the shed along with the other ones. And then as the pig population grows and the cow population grows and the horses keep eating the straw on a regular basis, we may or may not have to come up with an alternate solution. I'm thinking as soon as the cost of the bales exceeds the amount of income that the horses are producing, then it will be time to come up with an alternate solution. But for now, I'm perfectly happy having the horse income from the livery stables pay for the bales that we purchase, because right now they're not costing us anything. And plus we have $362,000 in the bank, so we can stand to lose a little bit of cash. Let's get in here and look at bales. We'll switch 1 to 8, and we'll make one purchase of 8 here, and then another purchase of 8 to give us 16 bales of straw, and that was $10,000. So that was yesterday's horse income, give or take about $100, because the horses, I think, are specifically, I think the horses are $10,900. So I think we still made out okay. But every day we could purchase 8 bales of straw just to get through, and that will only cost us $5,000. And then we still have $5,000 left over from the horses. So we should be okay with this current straw bale situation. But as I said, as the pig and cow population grow every day, we will have to come up with an alternate solution once the balance of the scales tips. There we go. We're back at the farm. Let's try and maneuver this trailer in reverse into this little opening here. Let's just oh, what's happening here? Did I hit the unload button? And a little tip, if you're going to use an auto loading trailer, you may want to disconnect the front loading attachment, because trying to maneuver your bales with a front loading attachment on, you can see that the front loader is just going up and down instead of the bales going up and down. And there's really no way to stop that unless you detach the front loading attachment first, which I obviously forgot to do. There we go. Let's just put that back on the trailer, anywhere. Just as long as it fits through the door. Let's try and center it on there really nicely. We may have to abort the unloading and then reload them right here. Switch back to operating position, let the bales recycle, and then there we go. And then we'll move the forks up a little bit. Then we'll try and get this backed up into here with these trees in the way. There we go. Got it. Second try. I'm getting pretty good at reversing into small openings. All right, and we're just going to put this right here. Maybe the bales on the other side. Here we go with the fork attachment again. Come on. I don't want to unload them right there. I want them on the other side. There we go. Perfect. Just move that over. Not quite so far. We'll back it up a little bit so they are... There we go. And this should be enough bales to get us through the winter perfectly. We shouldn't have to buy any more bales until next year. And that, as I keep saying, depending on how fast the pigs reproduce in the winter, we're going to find out exactly how many bales. So we'll write that little statistic on our whiteboard, and we'll make sure that we don't run out of bales. All right, and that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. There's not really much else to do. Thanks for tuning in. I surely do appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. If you have not already done so, click that subscribe button for me, like and share this video, and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. For now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.